One. All right, you're good.
Hi everyone, I'm Marco. I'm currently a freshman in systems engineering and I joined SHIP last semester. So when I first joined SHIP, one of my first questions was, how do we get free food every single week? And honestly, I didn't believe it when I first came, but the promise was fulfilled. We got free food every single week. And this was for 50 or more people. And not only that, it was varied and delicious. So after 2 or 3 meetings, I had to ask somebody, are there dues? And I was surprised to be meeting with the answer of no. And I can't say that I had a revelation after receiving that answer, but after looking into it, if I look back at it now, that says a lot about SHIP. I suppose maybe I might be looking too much into it, but the fact that the club can provide so many resources, opportunities, in a great environment is a gift. And I'm incredibly grateful for the experiences I've had here in SHIP. So I've decided that I need to also make a contribution and run for a leadership role as treasurer. So when it comes to me and managing money, I feel like I'm a capable person. Admittedly, I haven't managed the amount of money for a club as big as SHIP, but I do feel like I have the abilities and determination to take on the challenge of a treasurer. I've observed how much goes into organizing SHIP events and ensuring how they go smoothly, both logistically and monetarily. I consider myself to be frugal and pragmatic, and if I were to be the SHIP treasurer next year, I promise to make decisions that ensure the financial security of SHIP. I plan to communicate effectively with sponsors and create even more opportunities for SHIP as a whole. I promise to learn and grow from the challenges presented to me, and if I were to be a treasurer, above all, I promise to listen to you all. One of my biggest goals is to secure a spot in spring fling. So I'm not sure if many of you know, but this year I was elected to be the chair of spring fling, but I wasn't able to fulfill that role since spring fling was canceled. So I hope to secure a spot next year as soon as possible. I know it was one of Lily's goals to do that, and it's also one of the most important events for SHIP. We haven't been able to participate in it in a few years, so I want to do my best to connect with ASUA, although I've heard it's a little hard to do that. But yeah, and try to get into spring fling. And if it gets postponed again, then I'll try to find something else, some other opportunities that we can take advantage of to benefit our club. So, although I'm not in an active leadership position currently, I know that some of you all have some pretty high expectations of me and what I'll contribute to the club. And my goal is to not only reach those expectations, but to exceed them. I wouldn't be able to stand up here without you guys. You guys were the ones that encouraged me to not only run for this position, but to go participate in events like La Familia, to go to the SHIP National Convention and do so much more. And I'm surprised I'm even here. I'm surprised that I was able to take advantage of all these opportunities and learn and grow as a person. There's a lot of you out here that I still have yet to learn more about, and there's a lot that I want to contribute to our community. So I desire to be a treasurer and to make a greater impact on SHIP.
Wonderful. Questions?
Yeah.
In a perfect world, spring fling does work out.
Right.
What are your expected outcomes for our next year's?
For next year's?
Yeah.
I mean,
SHIP in spring fling.
to continue to be in spring fling, and maybe like, it'd be really cool if we became like a staple. So something like, I guess, original to spring fling, so we can continue that legacy and making an impact, because it's not just about benefiting SHIP monetarily, but our community of the University of Arizona as a whole, engineering.
Okay, so I'm gonna create the situation for you. The club is low on funds, but an event VP is requesting money for something that they want to do with their event. How do you plan on dealing with that situation while also making sure that that event VP gets the resources that they need?
In situations like that, I'd probably rely on fundraisers, so reaching out to sponsors, events like previously selling EGs, some hot chocolate, things that can allow us to bring in support and ask others for support.
How do you hope to keep relationships with companies and build a network with them in order to maintain
I think just being consistent. So, you know, making sure that they know that we still care about them, that we're thankful, and we're still interested in keeping these relationships with them.
Alrighty. Thank you, Marco. Alright. We have two more left, right? Perfect. Alright. Sure. Alright, next up, Executive Vice President Jerry.